everybody, and welcome to Blue Jays Today, where we are going to go over all of the latest Toronto Blue Jays free agency news and rumors, as well as all MLB. Winter meetings is coming up. It is literally next week, which means the hot stove is starting to really get red hot now, everybody. Like, there are names getting thrown around to teams that I did not expect at all. So here we are. We got a lot of breakdown here.
Yeah,
guys.
we got a lot. And there's actually been, speaking of hot stove, there's actually been things that are happening. There are things, literal trades have been happening and signings have happened today. And big names and big rumors that are popping up. And we got to get all into it, guys. Before we do, welcome into the show every single person in here. This is the Wine on Wine Q&A. So we're going to go through all the news and such. And then at the end of this video, we're going to have a Q&A for people who are with us during the live stream. So hopefully you guys got a drink and you guys are enjoying your Friday evenings and having this, just celebrating the weekend.
Absolutely.
Honestly. We all need it.
Absolutely. And what would make this weekend even better is if the Toronto Blue Jays go out and make a big freaking signing. We've been asking for it. I see inked rails in here saying in all capitals that they have to do something. They gotta sign some players. Well, apparently it's looking like that's exactly what they're going to do, and it could happen literally next week at the winter meetings. We got a tweet here from Keegan Matheson, dude who knows his stuff, saying that the hashtag Blue Jays are probably, and probably is in quotations because that's literally what Ross Atkins said, probably more involved in free agency than the trade market currently, GM Ross Atkins says. In terms of needs, starting pitching is the one I'd put a definite on.
That's huge.
Which, it's massive.
Huge.
It is massive.
That's like the only raw, real, information that we've gotten so far.
And I'll be honest, man, I love to hear that.
Yeah, me too. Thank God.
He goes on to say that, but he adds that the broader idea of run prevention is his focus.
For sure,
so
for sure.
I'm going to take a big swig of my cold shot right here. Give me your thoughts on what all of that means.
Okay, well, for starters, pun intended, yes, obviously we're looking at starting pitcher. I think we all figured that, and he's just confirmed it. But the idea of run prevention, I mean, if you just look at a simple game perspective, you score runs, you prevent runs. We're really good at scoring runs.
Yeah.
We're not so good at preventing runs. So what does that mean? That's defense, right? So we obviously need an outfielder. And I think that the focus for the Toronto Blue Jays is upgrading the defense in the outfield. The infield you're kind of stuck with. You traded for three-time Gold Glover, three-time Matt Chapman. Can't remember. 2-time platinum, 3 Gold Glove, I'm pretty sure.
I don't know, yeah.
Whatever. You got that, and then the outfield, George is a good outfielder, but not really Lourdes. Tio wasn't there either. Neither was Tapia. Upgrade the defense there, and then, of course, adding to that bullpen, adding to that starting pitching. That's going to be the focus, I think. Primarily, that will be number one.
Right.
Getting a good bat to replace Tio, that's secondary.
Right.
That's secondary.
Well, and I think that you're absolutely on the money there, because Toronto Blue Jays for a while now, everybody, we've had that top-tier offense. Where has it got us? I think a lot of people are like, oh my God, we're going to lose out on Teoscar Hernandez, like that big bad. Absolutely. Sure. And that is going to suck. But if everybody was to continue what they're doing, which you kind of need to rely on happening, because if they don't, then we got bigger problems anyways. But assuming that everybody continues what they're doing, losing Teoscar Hernandez drops us from a top 3 offense to a top 10 offense, right? It's like, we're number 8 now. That's still pretty good.
Yeah.
We need to focus on being better defensively. We need to focus being better pitching-wise. And being that sort of Seattle Mariners type of squad where it's like, we can win the one-run games. We don't need to score 10 to win this ball game, right? It's like, I'm making a video right now looking at the teams that went further than us in the postseason. They all had better defenses than we did, right?
Better pitching probably too.
Exactly, right? So run prevention is key, and I love that Ross Atkins is saying that they are going to prioritize that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, a lot of people say like, oh, well, we would have never been in that game if it weren't for Teoscar Hernandez hitting 2 home runs.
Sure.
For sure. But we also would have won that game if it weren't for the bullpen and the defense screwing it all up in the end. And that's just unacceptable. I mean, that was one of the biggest collapses ever in Blue Jays history, and to prevent that, we got to focus on that defense getting better, and we got to focus on that bullpen and pitching.
Absolutely, dude. So off the top of your head right now, what does that mean to you as far as big free agents go and like other defensive guys? Like, are we getting so ahead of ourselves that we're thinking run prevention is talking about the Carlos Rodons of the world, or are we thinking that run prevention is talking more about the Kevin Kiermaiers of the world? Like,
Well,
which direction are we going?
I think it's a bit of both. I mean, I think that's his statement's very vague enough where it's like it's just run prevention, and of course, the best way to prevent runs is to give the guy who starts off the game with the ball, the starting pitcher, make sure that guy's elite. Am I ruling out Carlos Rodon? No, but I think it's possible. Maybe. Is it likely? Not really. But I think that Kevin Kiermaiers of the world, Cody Bellinger is definitely an option because his defense is phenomenal.
Right.
He's one of the best defenders in the game in that outfield. I think more likely getting Cody Bellinger over Nimmo. I think that's more likely. I think they're going to go down that route versus getting that big bat.
See, I'm actually going to push back a little bit on the Carlos Rodon take that you have right now. I agree with you with the Cody Bellinger and everything like that. But I think that there's actually a reality here, folks, where they go out and they acquire a Cody Bellinger, and then they also go out and they get a Carlos Rodon. Because earlier in this offseason, and then again very recently, just a few hours ago, Ross Atkins is coming out and saying that we are in a great financial situation.
Yeah, let me pull it up.
We are in a great financial situation.
Okay.
So let me piece together what we're getting right now, okay?
Yeah.
We're getting, we want to prioritize pitchers. We want run prevention. And we're also getting that we're in a great place financially.
Yeah.
We want good pitchers. We have lots of money. We want to prioritize that.
I'm all for it. I think it's very possible they do it. I think there's a lot of teams that you got to fight for, Carlos Rodon, and you will need to pay. So if again, in the words right here, what Nick's referring to, in other words, the Blue Jays are considered blah, 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 but if nothing else, they're prepared to spend, with Ross Atkins saying the team's in a great position financially because support from Rogers Communication, Inc., which is also owned by Sportsnet. So, yeah, I mean, look, go over the luxury tax. Yeah. Once we pull that trigger, it's like, all right, well, I almost feel limitless now.
Totally.
Because once we go over, it says we don't care, and we're getting the support from Rogers.
Absolutely, right? And I think at this point, guys, like, a week or two ago, I would have said, like, Brandon Nimmo, like, that's where the money's going. I'm starting to shift over where it's like I'm almost thinking that the Carlos Rodons and the Chris Bassets of the world are more likely just because what they're saying, right? It's like we're going to spend money. We have the money available, and we want pitchers.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I agree. I mean, if you were to give me the combo of, like, Carlos Rodon, and let's go a really low end. Let's say we don't even get Bellinger. Let's say we get, like, Michael Brantley, for example. Rodon, Brantley, or we get someone like, who's, like, an average, like an Andrew Heaney and a Nimmo. Yeah. What would you rather have?
I still prefer I want the Carlos Rodon route because, again, like I've said it, right? It's like, okay, you lose that Teoscar Hernandez bat. Yes, that sucks. Yes, it is going to hurt the offense, no doubt about it. But again, we've had literally a top 3 offense for 2 seasons in a row now. Where are the results?
Exactly.
It's not like it's clearly not working, right? So unless we can all hit 60 home runs, which is never going to happen, we need to focus our stuff elsewhere. We tried the offensive route. We got to try something else.
Isn't that funny, though? I mean, the entire time that I've been a fan of the Toronto Blue Jays and baseball, who are the teams that are winning World Series?
Yeah.
Great pitching, great defense. It's literally, you never see an offensive slugger. I remember when I first started watching the Blue Jays back in 2011, and we were doing that 15-16 run. We were number 1 in offense in 2015, most homers in the game. Yeah. You know what really woke me up? Because I was like, wow, like we had a great team, blah, blah, blah. You know what really woke me up was when they said, the team who has led the league in home runs has never won the World Series ever.
Right.
Because they probably spent all their assets and resources getting these big sluggers, making lots of money, the fans like it, right? But they don't win.
Yeah.
They don't win. So we need to change the mentality right here because, look, if we don't change the mentality, we're going to miss our window.
I agree.
That's straight up it.
I absolutely agree, right? So you got to center that core around the guys who can hit home runs. That's great. We have it. It's locked in. We don't need 9 guys with the potential for 30 home runs.
Exactly.
We don't need that, right? It's like, I'm cool with a Michael Brantley or even, fuck it, a Kevin Kiermaier.
Yeah.
If the defense
David Peralta.
Literally.
Give me whatever, bro.
If the defense is going to be incredible and we change the mindset to, okay, we're not going to be as sexy as before, but we are going to grind out these innings.
We're going to win.
We're going to work, and we're going to win more ball games.
I would love that. Dude, I would love that so much more. And if our team that we have right now can transition a bit more defensively and pitching and beefing that area up, man, we could win close to 100 games. If we get Carlos Rodon, we get an elite defender, you add in maybe another starting pitcher or bullpen piece, I think our team's ready to go for 2023.
I completely agree, dude. We got a great question here coming in from Inked Rails. We are going to be talking about some more MLB news and free agency stuff moving forward, but we are going to answer this question as well, guys. Do the Jays sign Teo back next season once he becomes a free agent? Adam, I'll let you take this one.
I don't think so. I mean, yeah, I don't think so. I mean, I think Teo is a free agent. He's going to want to test the market. If I was Teo, I'd want to test the market too.
Absolutely.
You know, you come from a very humble place, and then you become a superstar here in Toronto. You know, you were bad here, and then became a superstar. I think you test the market, and I think that we are also looking, like you were saying, we're going to spend our money elsewhere.
Yeah. I also don't think that we can go maybe they're going to prove me wrong, but if we do go out and get a Carlos Rodon this offseason, we go get somebody of that caliber, can we really go 4 or even like 5 off seasons in a row because of the Ryu as well? Like 5 off seasons in a row where we're spending big money?
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy.
And like if we are going to go over the fucking luxury tax, you gotta still consider there's Bo and there's Vlad. We gotta get paid, right?
Bo and Vlad will eventually need to get paid.
No, I don't think so.
I kind of doubt that, dude. I think that Teo had his time with the Blue Jays. He will be going elsewhere. What other stuff is on the hot stove right now? Blue Jays and all of MLB.
Big one right now for the MLB, and this also involves the Blue Jays. We're talking about starting pitchers, talking about that market. Well, this one involves the Yankees right here. MLB rumors, Aaron Judge may not take Yankees out of the running for an ace pitcher. Verlander is very much in the sights of the Yankees. There's a tweet here by John Heyman. They are in on Rodon and Verlander, and they're saying that Garrett Cole's relationship doesn't hurt in New York necessarily. I don't know why, not as DeGrom, blah, blah, blah. The point is, Rodon, Verlander, big targets of the Yankees, and there's also somewhere in here, I don't know if I can find it, but we got Verlander saying he wants a 3-year deal.
Right.
3-year deal. So that means for the Toronto Blue Jays, we got to be out on someone like Verlander. I don't think we can be doing 3 years, multiple AAV, big AAV for Verlander. No,
I'm pretty sure that you are now a team like the Yankees who just doesn't give a crap, and then you go after it, right? I just think it's so nuts, though, that the Yankees are in on a guy like Verlander, and that doesn't take them out of the running for Aaron Judge.
No.
Like there's
crazy.
actually a possibility where they could get both of them. And what's even crazier about that is that if they were to get both of them, Verlander and Aaron Judge, it's very likely that they would then have the highest average annual value position player and the highest average annual value pitcher on the same team in the same offseason, whilst also having Garrett Cole and all these other fucking guys with crazy contracts. So it's just insanity going on, like what the Yankees have going on.
And here it is. Apparently, this person's editing this into the future, 2022, December 3rd. I don't know how. But Verlander seeking comparable deals to Max Scherzer's 3-year, $130 million
Understandably
contract.
so, yeah.
And just because he won Cy Young, and also shout out really quick to Scott Barr with the donation. We'll get to your little donation thing in just a moment. He's going to get a little bit more than that. I think so.
You think so? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, market goes up. You just won Cy Young.
Right.
You are a little bit older, but he doesn't care. I don't think anyone will care.
I think you'll get a higher average annual value. I'm not sure if people will buy into the 3-year thing.
That's what I'm saying. You're 40, bro.
I'm not buying into that. Do that. You know.
But once you hit 40, no matter what position you play, it's like there's got to be less years.
Yes.
We got to play it by ear.
Literally, dude. You know? Literally. You know, it's like maybe like a mutual option or something. But then Verlander wouldn't take it. So
no, he wouldn't.
Exactly. Like that's definitely a tricky one. But either way, guys, I just do not see Justin Verlander being a guy for us. Like I honestly, I thought about it for a while. I was in on it, but I never felt like we were gonna be the squad that was able to outbid other teams.
Exactly.
It just feels like a guy like a Bassett or a Rodon far more likely for the Blue Jays than a dude who's like on his last leg, still very good. But, you know, how much more juice is in that?
We're just not established. Like, look, we're questioning whether we can go with luxury tax. I do think, like, based on recent reports that we just showed in this video,
right?
Yeah, we can, but I mean, the Yankees have been doing it for decades.
Yeah.
Dodgers have been doing it for decades. Chicago's been doing it for decades. Houston's been doing it for decades. So I just don't think we can compete.
Agreed. Everybody, to the 127 people in here right now, if you haven't already used your like, please do so. We're trying to get to 69 likes on the stream. We would love to get there. And also, please, everybody, don't subscribe to the YouTube channel, guys. We're currently on the road to 11,000 subscribers. We post daily MLB content. Got some great videos coming out this weekend, so you definitely want to stay tuned. Scott_Far with the donation here saying, would trade Bichette to Miami / Lopez package. Now, I imagine that your exclamation point there is actually more of a question mark asking, would you trade Bo Bichette over to Miami for Pablo Lopez? Also, big shout out to William G. Atheist with the other dono, which we're going to get to in 1 second. Bichette, Lopez, do you do it?
It's tough because I was just looking at Pablo Lopez today, and like, look, that 2 years of Pablo Lopez is gonna be amazing.
Yeah,
it's gonna be amazing.
Will be pretty good.
But who's next? Who's
yeah.
next up? Right, for like Bichette's established in his team.
Yeah.
He feels like he's the core. Like I don't know if that. Like I don't know. That feels too fantasy land for me.
I don't think I can do that.
I don't think it would work.
I actually don't think I can do that. And like you guys know, like I'm hard on Bo Bichette. Only way that I make that deal is if you know something that we don't know about how good Aurelvis Martinez is going to be.
Exactly.
You know, it's like if you know that Aurelvis Martinez is going to be like Jeremy Pena, then like, okay, maybe we go and we do something like that.
Yeah.
But I don't know that yet. I don't think the management knows that, so you can't.
No, I agree.
William G. Atheist here with the $10 donation. Shout out.
Let's go.
How about after Judge signs, we pay Vlad more just to piss off Aaron Judge?
Well,
how about Vlad hits 63 home runs to piss off Aaron Judge? That's what I want. You take the AL crown for home runs by 1, bro. That's I think how we need to piss off Aaron Judge.
Yeah, and honestly, I don't even think Judge would actually like. Just talking about like actual reality, he wouldn't get mad if Vlad got paid more. He's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Yeah, I think he understands. You know what I mean? But I don't think Vlad's getting paid more.
There's no way that Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is going to get paid more than Aaron Judge, guys. Like literally, he needs to hit 63 home runs.
Yeah, and then he'd probably get paid. Yeah, he would definitely get paid a lot more.
He'd get paid. The thing is, he'd get paid a lot more. He still wouldn't have a higher AAV though. No. I just don't think
because they're gonna squish Judge's contract down. Yeah. Because he's older. That's just what it is.
It'd just be impossible. Like I can't imagine. Like, can you imagine paying Vlad like 40 a year for like 15 years? Like.
No.
I can't do that.
You're good, but like, relax.
Can't do that. John G. Hey, shout out for the support with the donations right now. Boys, girls, you guys are awesome.
Yeah.
Mets fan here. You all can have him in his lousy 274 batting average, 16 home runs, 64 ribbies, 3 stolen bags for $25 million per year. Overrated. Jeff McNeil had a 5.9 WAR for a fraction of the cost and can lead off for Mets. Nimmo's played 140 plus games twice. Beware. Well, thank you for the warning there.
Well, I mean, like we were just saying, my friend John, we have literally just talked about this. We're much more comfortable going down the route of avoiding Nimmo, getting a lesser paid like guy to replace Teoscar Hernandez, and pumping that money into a Carlos Rodon and some starting pitchers of the world. Yeah, totally cool with that. And I do hear that. The injuries are a concern for me. He's been injured.
Think about who else is in our fucking outfield.
George Springer. And I'm sorry, I was going to say, you bring him over to play center field to replace George Springer, who's injury prone and gets hurt. He's the same guy. He's the same guy.
And I remember at the time when it's like it was up for George Springer, everyone, myself included, Blue Jays fans wise, was just like, look the other way when it comes to the injury thing. Like, oh, no, it'll be fine. Like, he can hit 40 home runs when he's healthy, but that he won't be healthy.
He's never healthy.
He has not been healthy. So it's like we've walked down this road before. As much as I want to believe that Brandon Nimmo going to come over here, he's going to have 550 ABs, he's going to play 150 games, it's going to be great. Like you just said, he's only done that twice.
Dude, and this is something to consider as well. Like, center fielders get hurt. Like, if you look around the league, like, name a center fielder, maybe Mike Trout, but he has been getting hurt recently.
He has been getting hurt.
You get hurt, it beats your body up. You got to cover a lot of ground. You're diving all over the place. Like, it can hurt your body.
And when you actually have like a dumbass shortstop like Bo Bichette, running into you, it's like how can you account for that? You can't account for that. My brain is all messed up now too. Like I have no idea.
Bradley Zimmer, they're saying he doesn't get hurt.
No.
He also doesn't play.
He doesn't play enough, guys.
He doesn't play enough.
What else do we have on the docket as far as MLB free agency news and rumors go?
Yeah.
Also, 3 likes away from 69, guys. If you haven't already liked and subscribed to the channel, please make sure to do so. Okay,
this is a fun one.
We got a little bit of information here. Big Toronto Blue Jays breaking news.
Oh my god.
Yusei Kikuchi not guaranteed to start.
So, per GM Ross Atkins said Thursday, the team wants to learn more and see more before locking Kikuchi into the rotation for 2023. I also think, yes, that's true. Currently, he has a roster spot. Like, the only other person fighting for right now is Mitch. Actually, no one would be fighting because we haven't signed anybody.
I was actually just about to say that, like, this is, I mean, like, obviously, I don't want to read too much into this because, like, Kikuchi sucks and whatever. But if we're really diving deep here, well, what does that mean? We don't have enough players right now to start for us in the pitching market. We've come out and said that we want more pitchers. This guy is not guaranteed to start, even though literally we don't have anyone else to replace him at this current moment.
And that's exactly what I was gonna get to. Is, buddy, we're gonna be getting somebody. We are going to get a starting pitcher. I would almost bet. I'd bet a lot of money that we're going to sign a starting pitcher.
100%.
A starting pitcher this offseason. I
cannot like guarantee the quality of that starting pitcher.
I agree.
But actually, I can, because I'm pretty confident that he'll be better than Kikuchi.
Okay, yeah.
I'm actually
more than a 5 ERA.
I'm pretty sure I can lock that in.
Okay, I can lock that in.
Yeah.
Over under 5 ERA.
He will absolutely be better than Yusei Kikuchi. Like, that will happen, because we're saying right here, you're not guaranteed to start, so we know that we're going to get somebody better than you. I think that, honestly, for the Blue Jays, the floor is like Andrew Heaney or Jameson Tyone.
Yeah, or Taijuan Walker, potentially.
Taijuan Walker. Like, I think that's like the floor. Yeah. And I do think that the ceiling is as high as the Carlos Rodon. You know, like, that's the ceiling, and like that's the floor. So we're gonna get somebody in the middle.
Yeah. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
Me too. Like, honestly, this isn't even breaking news. When it happens, I'm not gonna be shocked. I'm not even gonna be excited.
Like,
because I'm just like, I know it. Yeah. I know it's happening.
Dude, we've made 1.4K videos of Blue Jays, and I've seen this story. I've seen it. It's gonna happen.
We are like, if the only way that it doesn't happen is if like we fuck up major and like they all like, it's like Ross Atkins goes to sleep and like 8 hours later it's just like everyone's off the board. He wakes up to like a million updates on his phone.
John Morrissey's just going off.
Yeah, it's like, what the heck? Like, how did this happen? You know?
I'd be so shocked.
It'd be horrible.
Well, this winter meeting, I really hope the Blue Jays do something, man. Like, and it sounds like, for those who are just missing, it looks like it's going to be via the free agency. It's going to come first.
Can we hop back to like camera mode for a second?
Yeah.
So this is actually a video that I want to make soon. And you guys can help us out in the chat right now. If you are watching this live right now, then give us your thoughts, comment it in. This is why you guys got to be here live with us. This is a video that I want to make. It's on the docket because winter meetings is coming up. What is the preview here for the Blue Jays? Like, what can we expect? Who are we going to be targeting? What is like a realistic prediction for these winter meetings?
I think a realistic prediction, first of all, what can we expect? A frig load of rumors. A ton of rumors. And shout out to Carol. Shout out Carol. Welcome back. We'll get to your comment in just a moment. Definitely a frig load of rumors. And I think you're going to see, obviously, a lot of the rumors around the catchers. But I can expect, just based on this information, that starting pitcher, our names will be thrown into a lot of hats.
Right.
Can you expect a signing? You can expect a signing. I mean, Ross Atkins literally said, like, don't expect anything by Thursday, but expect a lot of movement and conversations to occur. What do you think?
How long does winter meetings go on for again?
It's 4 days, so it starts this Sunday, so it'd go to Wednesday.
And like, what is the actual? Because I've always been confused as about like, what is the whole point of this?
It's just like a bunch of GMs getting together and like.
So is there more likelihood of like trades going down here or signings?
Trades, signings, because it's GMs, it's a lot of trades.
Yeah.
Because I remember there was one winter meeting. I think someone corrected me who was alive during the '90s when the Blue Jays made that big trade for Alomar and other guys. Like, that was happening during the winter meetings.
Right. Okay. So, I mean, honestly, the preview, as far as I'm concerned, is, and something that, this is what I'd be happy with, guys. This is what I want to see from the Toronto Blue Jays during these winter meetings. I want to see some accurate and realistic rumors about how we are quote unquote, closing in on a deal, with Danny Jansen or Gabriel Moreno for a really nice left-handed bat. That's what I want to see. I want to see something like that. And I also want to see closing in or like very interested or in conversations with one of the gooder, better pitchers on free agency. I think that's reasonable. I think that's realistic. I think that's what we can expect.
Yeah.
I don't think that we're going to get any like totally left field crap like fucking Lourdes Gurriel Jr. getting traded.
No more. We're not trading away any of our more starting players.
But I do believe that it's like the Lars Nootbaar conversation. That's going to be pretty heavy.
Oh, I would love a Lars Nootbaar.
I think Cleveland Guardians conversation, that's going to be a lot, and I do expect that we're going to hear some more information about the starting pitchers.
I agree. Also, just want to really quickly read this out because I was asking. JW saying, "What are you boys drinking? I'm already on my 5th shot of rum. Started a bit too early tonight, I think." Shout out JW. Also, Carol with the donation. I'm going to read this off saying, "Can you please tell me when are we going to get a major player? I'm so upset about the T.O. leaving and nobody to replace him." And I hear you, Carol. I totally hear that. I mean, I was upset about Teo leaving, but we're going to get someone back in return. We got the Eric Swanson, we got the prospect. But I think, like we talked about in this stream, when it's going to happen, it could be until February. We just have to be patient.
I don't think it's going to be until February.
You don't think it's going to be until February?
I think that we're going to go quicker than that.
Oh, I do believe we will, but don't be like,
It
shocked.
could be. It could be. I mean, my personal opinion, though, and I documented this on the podcast like literally a few days ago. I actually truly believe that in the next week or two, we are going to make a major move. Now,
I think a move will be done.
I cannot guarantee that it's going to happen by Thursday, just like Ross Atkins said, because it's like obviously the dominoes need to fall.
We don't know.
We need to see, like, we got to weigh out the market. We're not going to force it.
Yeah.
But we're going to be there. And just from the way that we're approaching this offseason, it feels like we want to lock it in. We want to get our team together and like get those boys gelled and ready to go.
Yeah, I agree.
Early.
I agree. And like I think Ross Atkins knows it would be a bad move to not get something to replace the Teoscar Hernandez trade. And just like you said, he needs to make moves now before anybody else. You're seeing a lot of people make moves right now. And we're actually going to get to that in a moment. Some of the moves that will happen, we'll react to it. But yeah, I think it's going to happen. Something, like I said, something will stir. We will hear a rumor about the Blue Jays, and we can talk about it. Shout out.
Katie Flower Smith with the dono here. Shout out and thank you for the $5 donation. And I love this comment. This is an exceptional little bit of a change of pace right here.
This is good.
Yeah, this is totally good. Pause for a quick second. Quick second, guys. Don't go anywhere. We're going to get back to it. But pause for a quick second on the free agency trade conversations. Pat Tabler, he is done with the Toronto Blue Jays. My dude has had enough. And honestly, fair enough.
32 years.
32
with the organization.
Years. That is a long goddamn time, man.
Yeah.
You have deserved the incoming freaking 18 holes that you're going to have.
Like
that is absolutely well deserved. It has been a pleasure to see him or to hear him most of the time. Honestly, talk about the Blue Jays and deliver those games. I'm really interested to see who they bring in.
See, I was wondering that.
Blue Jays today?
yeah, bring us. Oh, dude, can you imagine sitting in the booth with Buck Martinez? I feel like we'd have such different.
Wouldn't be the vibe.
No, the vibe wouldn't click. It'd be like,
I love you, Buck, but
I love Buck.
I don't
think we could.
Like we gotta do separate streams.
It would, yeah, it would just be. Buck would be like, well, you see, like, Teoscar or not to Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is over.
I'd be like, Buck. He did it. This is the third AB. He grounded out.
Yeah, I'm like
third AB.
It's about time that he comes up big here. Like I think he's been in these scenarios before. He can do it. I'm like, when, Buck? Yeah. When has he done this?
Yeah. He's batting 150 in April, Buck. This is bullshit.
Also, JW was asking what are we drinking? Wine, and Nick's got cold shots right now. So there you go. All right. Let's talk about the moves that did happen.
Yes, 100%.
The moves that did happen.
Because there has been some stuff that's gone down that we have not even literally talked about yet.
Actually, let's start with the big one. Let's start with the big one right here.
Yeah.
This is Ken Rosenthal. The Mariners are not done. Now, granted, let's take a look at the numbers and everything, because I haven't done that yet, but I'll give my opinion after. Mariners acquiring Colton Wong from Brewers for Jesse Winker and Abraham Toro. Now, off the hop, I think that the Brewers got a great deal.
I do think so as well.
Off the hop, just on gut reaction.
Yeah.
A guy who's 1 year removed, Jesse Winker, from 900 plus OPS for multiple years.
And the thing is, that's his whole career.
And that's his whole
Right?
career.
It's just like, that's literally his whole career, right? It's like Jesse Winker sucked last year.
Yes.
Like, you absolutely cannot deny that. But I feel like that was an anomaly. You know, like, I really do feel like that's an anomaly.
Like, Colton Wong is a solid player. He's 30, he's going to be 32. Yeah, he's 32 right now. You can expect a mid 700 OPS, maybe even closer to 800 like the last couple of years.
Right.
Great defense, too. 2-time Gold Glove winner, that's for sure.
Well, here's the thing, dude. They're playing Seattle Mariners baseball, and I respect them for it.
Yeah.
They know that their bread and butter is we win the tough games, we win the grinding games. We need to have the best defense possible.
Yeah.
We're going to get Colton Wong, and then guess what? We're also going to sign Brandon Nimmo, or we're also going to sign Andrew Bennett. You know, it's like they are going to be in those conversations as they've already been. So let's just trade away one of these other outfielders who is like, he's not doing great right now. We think that he could be good at one day, but it's like, fuck it. Let's just go get somebody better right now.
Like, what is Jesse Winker's defense? Because, again, like, if they're going to play that baseball, and maybe that if we're starting to play that baseball too, the whole run prevention, what is Jesse Winker like in the outfield? Horrible.
Yeah.
He's horrible.
It makes perfect sense, dude.
He's horrible.
Exactly. It makes perfect sense what they're doing, right? It's like, now you can warrant that when you have a 900 OPS.
Right, exactly.
That's okay. But it's like...
Oh. Wow, last year he was horrible.
What the... Okay, now I'm confused. Now I'm confused.
Yeah, he was really good. Wow, he's just gotten worse over the years. Colton Wong has actually just gotten a lot worse.
I am confused now.
Now I'm confused.
Yeah.
Now I don't like it at all.
You had me. You had me. That
was the argument.
It's like, that was what I was trying to give you the devil's advocate right here, but now I don't know.
And then you're also getting Toro, who is a better defender now.
No, they're giving up Toro.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Like, you're replacing Toro with Colton Wong.
And giving up Winker.
And yeah, like, his OPS isn't there, his career isn't there, but I don't like this trade at all.
I'm confused.
I don't like this trade, Mariners.
I'm confused.
Don't like it.
Shout out to Facade19 coming in here with the $9.99 donation. Cheers from South Carolina. Just wanted to say I love your guys' channel. Keep it up. Have a fantastic weekend. P.S. Hoping for Rodon.
Yes.
Shout out, dude. Thank you so much. It truly does mean the world to hear that we have some people watching, some people that appreciate this content from, like, on different areas of the freaking globe.
Yeah,
man.
for real, man.
Like, it honestly makes us feel so good. So thank you so much for that donor, dude, and for tuning in. I hope that you have a phenomenal weekend. And yeah, me too. I do want Rodon.
Yeah. Oh my God, that'd be the top end, like we said. But yeah, sum up that whole Jesse Winker thing, man, or that whole trade. I think Brewers won, and the Brewers needed that, man. Like that. If Jesse Winker could be Jesse Winker again, Toro's a great replacement for Wong.
I mean, again, you're only 1 year removed, right? It's like we've seen time and time again, people have a blip, and then it's
back to being elite.
And again, it's like, but prior to that last year, from the batting standpoint, that's actually Hall of Fame numbers.
Yeah.
Like, literally, prior to that, it's like you have Hall of Fame numbers, right? So that's like, if you traded Cody Bellinger in after 2020.
So, exactly.
Like literally, if you did that, and I'd be like, it's like, I'm not saying that, like, Jesse Winker's going to be the new Cody Bellinger and just suck forever, but still, it's like, the value's still high, I think.
Wait, Adam, you are cut off. You just insulted California? Did I?
I don't think so.
Did I insult California?
I don't think you did.
William. I don't think I mentioned California.
I don't know what you said.
I don't know what I said.
It was Nick. What did I say?
What did you say? South Carolina? From all across the globe? Guys!
Did I say South Carolina?
No, you said South Carolina.
I definitely did not say.
Guys, you guys are cut off.
Yeah.
You guys are cut off.
You guys are fucked.
No, we love you guys. We're just kidding around. All right, one more piece of news that has come out today, and this is something I've been actually dying to look at today.
Well, people are saying I said South Carolina. I didn't. Somebody clip it. I didn't. I didn't say it. You guys
Nick, it was Southern Carolina. Wait. Southern Carolina.
Southern
California. Oh, California. Oh.
But I said California.
Or did you say South Carolina?
I don't
I
know.
thought you said South Carolina.
Okay, well, if everyone thinks I said it, then like, I'm pretty sure I didn't. But I guess if everyone thinks I fucking said it,
damn.
fuck you guys.
All right, let's move on to this piece of news right here. Red Sox interdivision right here. We've got right-handed reliever Chris Martin and the Boston Red Sox are in agreement on a 2-year, $17.5 million contract. Martin is 36, magnificent for the Dodgers after deadline trade and parlayed into a multi-year deal. Let's take a look at Chris Martin. Is this a guy that we could have gotten? And is this a good move for the Red Sox? I don't even know what the Red Sox are, honestly, anymore.
I don't think the Red Sox know what they are anymore. I truly believe that their management, they fumbled the bag, dude. Like, they fumbled the bag. I mean, think about it. They went from winning a World Series in 2017. Then, this doesn't ever get talked about enough, but you traded away Mookie Betts. You know, like that
was the end of the Boston Red Sox.
Like, I get it. It's like, you're right. Like, you know, maybe he didn't want to be there anymore. Or maybe, I don't know. But it's like, you traded away Mookie Betts.
Him back.
Like,
yeah, the manager fumbled it. You should have signed back Mookie Betts.
You fumbled it, right? You traded away that guy. Okay, well, you got this beautiful breakout from Devers.
Great. Now you're not signing him back.
And where are the pieces that you built around with Devers? Where have been the pitching? Where's been the pitching? You know, it's like, I get it. It's like, there's nothing you can do about Chris Sale. Like, he did die, and, like, that's not your fault. You know, it's like, you had him, you didn't have him. But, like,
why don't you do anything to fix it?
Yeah, like,
look at what the Blue Jays do.
He's fine, but he's not enough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you have offensive pieces. I've always said, it's like, you have a good offense. You need better other fucking supplementary things.
Yeah, I agree. And they really, honestly, like, Ball Cap's been kind of saying it, like, something needs to be done about that general management. It's
agree.
horrible.
They need to get rid of them because that's the thing. How do you go from having that much talent to being where you are right now?
Right.
And the fact of the matter is, I still think you have good talent.
Yeah.
But what's Bogarts doing on free agency?
Yeah.
How didn't you deal with that?
Hey, dude,
Why
they're not getting Bogarts.
No, he's not.
Just for that reason.
They're slowly depleting themselves.
And you know what?
And it's all the management.
And you know what? I don't think they're going to sign back Devers either.
If I was Rafael Devers, unless they offer me $500 fucking million, I am going to a different. I'm literally. I'm going as far away as possible, dude. Like, I don't want anything to do with this.
Southern California.
Yeah. Literally. It's like, I'm going to Southern California, bro. They might promise you that they're going to do things, but I know that they won't actually get them done.
No.
They won't actually get them done.
No.
That's not gonna happen.
It's horrible. And you know what? I feel bad for Red Sox fans because, like, when I think about our management, a lot of people like critique Ross Atkins. I think our management's pretty good.
Well, our management's better than that. You know,
we get it done.
We're better than that.
Like whenever we think like, oh, okay, we need this, we need that. Like last offseason, we did it.
Right.
We got it. We didn't get a bullpen piece, but it can't be perfect. And then what do we do? Oh, now we got more bullpen pieces throughout the season, and then we traded T.O. for this guy.
Here's the thing. I think that our management is like, you know, average to better than average. I do think that Red Sox management's like bottom tier. Like bottom tier.
They're bad.
You know, you have
They're
one
next
of the
to
most,
the Pirates.
You have one of the most historical franchises who has been proven to and willing to spend, you know, $200 million a year, and you just fumbled it so bad that all your players don't want to play there anymore. You're hundreds of millions of dollars off from your stars. You clearly do not appreciate them, and why would they want to play with you?
I think the Rangers have better management than the fucking Red Sox. And I remember years ago, I was like, "Oh, the Rangers really screwed up." No, they're doing something.
They're doing something. You know?
They're doing something to try to fix the team, and it might work depending on this offseason.
Boston is slowly dying, dude.
Yeah.
Like, they're probably going to be worse than they were this past year next year.
Wow, they're going to be bottom. They're the new Orioles.
I think, honestly, dude, I think that they could be bottom. You know, it's like at this point, right? It's like at this point, you literally have a potential Hall of Famer in Rafael Devers. I'll never take anything away from him. He's amazing.
Really good.
Verdugo's pretty good too. You got a few other smaller, you know.
That's it though, because they don't have JD.
No,
they're not gonna get Xander. Wow, the team's gonna suck.
Yeah.
Remember that Red Sox lineup they were like afraid of?
Yes.
I'm not afraid of it anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
you know,
horrible.
it's like, and like Trevor Story wasn't even that good last
No,
year.
what is Trevor Story?
I don't know.
Nothing.
I have no idea, dude. It's
He's
like
nothing.
I
forgot about that guy.
Literally, dude. I keep forgetting about that guy, but and we're gonna forget about him.
Yeah.
Because they don't have enough stuff.
No.
They don't have enough stuff.
No,
dude.
they
like,
don't.
They were in a Their management's got to be better, man.
Yeah.
I'd fire everybody.
I agree.
Yeah.
So those are kind of the big free agent updates that are happening so far, folks. I don't believe there's anything happening currently. No Twitter notifications to see on my cellular device, but anything else you want to talk about before we go into maybe a Q&A segment?
We're going to do the Q&A right now, everybody. Everybody who is rewatching, and honestly, guys who are watching right now, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, guys. We really want to get to 11,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I promise we post so much good content. We put a lot of work into this thing, and it's just so great to hear. We got fans from everywhere, South Carolina and South California. I wonder if we do have a South Carolina fan. I wouldn't
Probably.
Be,
I wouldn't be shocked.
Wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah. Who's from South Carolina? Anybody?
Anybody from South Carolina? Yeah, I would love to see that.
But guys, thank you so much for tuning in. If you are watching the rewatch version, and as always, go Jays, go!